Yes. And then with this, after I did that, I started writing. I wrote down most of my functions. I started with inventory first, and I wrote all this out. And you can see the default constructor, getters and setters for vials, souls, special soul, blah, blah, all the functions I need for this. And I'm also gonna explain how my game works, which I forgot to do. So you start off in the beginning, you die in real life, and it says welcome. Your life is ended on Earth, and you wonder what is next. And some philosophical stuff. You came out of darkness, everything blurry. You sit up and your vision starts coming to you. This isn't Earth. You see you are in a new world, and this is nothing like before. You see a game in front of you with the man standing at the front. You approach this man. Where am I? Who are you? And I am Virgil, your guide in the afterlife. You have died on Earth. And now, where am I? And now you're on a path to find your destination in the afterlife. You are currently in purgatory and will end up in inferno or paradise depending on if you can finish the trail of atonement. You must defeat the 7 deadly sins: pride, envy, wrath, sloth, avarice. Pride, envy, wrath, sloth, avarice. So I wrote one twice. Oh no. I'll fix that. And you'll go to paradise, or otherwise you'll end up in inferno with all the sinners. Each cycle lasts 28 days. You have 28 cycles to defeat the sins and enter paradise. Cycles are the days in the afterlife. Each cycle you must devour 2 souls, or else you become corrupted, and you will be sent to inferno. My last advice for you is that you must rest at least once before you encounter sin, or your fate will be doomed for inferno. When that's done, that's his Virgil telling you what's going on. Here's a map of purgatory, and he gives you a bag, pinion, which is money. I didn't translate that correctly, but it's all good. Pinion, dark money, the rest is in your hands. And then you enter the gates of the afterlife and your journey begins. So going back to where I was, I wrote my inventory class. I implemented it, which is down here first. Let's see. There we go. Display shop, which is up here. Display shop. It tells you all the things you can buy in the shop and how much each cost. And then you enter, and there's some user verification to make sure the input is correct. And then you enter how much you want of each item. You now have that many vials. Or you don't have enough money, make sure you have enough money to purchase it. And it's the same for every other item, which is souls, wooden daggers, silver swords, golden swords, and the Hanjo Masamune, which is a legendary sword that can't be deteriorated. And then later on, when I describe hunting, your swords, like 2 swords will defeat 1 goblin, and every weapon deteriorates through hunting except for the Hanjo, which you have to be at least level 4 to purchase, and you gain levels by defeating each sin. Now, after inventory, let's go to turn. In turn, you have a default constructor. For resting, if a player rests, it starts a new cycle, but you don't move any distance. Sin fighting. Press on means you're just continuing down the trail, so you gain a distance and it goes 1 cycle. And turn happen is where all the fun happens. Before I get to turn, actually, I should go over the other classes. They'll be a lot more efficient. For misfortune, we have, make this bigger. The misfortune, default constructor, probability for misfortune to occur. And activate 1 is a blessing. Activate 2 is what's the name? It's a weird poltergeist, which is a loud demon. And then 3, is there a 3? Yeah, return 3 is nothing. Nothing happens. And then get swarm. Swarm is my raider attack. And let's see how this works. Well, swarm goes through. Yeah, it gets your swarm. It asks what you will do in order to. And if you can run, and if you run, I believe, yeah, you lose a third of your opinion and souls. And if you choose to fight, you must use a vial of plague because your swords can't defeat locust. And the vial of plague apparently can help you do that. and then so in order to defeat the locust, you have 4 tries, guess the right number out of 10. And then if you don't, you lose, I believe, you lose a quarter, a third for running, a quarter for losing. But if you defeat the locust, you gain 5 souls and 20 opinion. And then in milestone, this is where we have our boss fights and our like shop stops. And sin P, so depending on like each sin, there's like a certain amount of entries you get to defeat them. And every one, it gets a little harder. And I made 2 because I wanted to use like 7 at like 45%. So I just made it out of 20 and moved up the amount of times you can try and etc. And then get milestone, set milestone. So sets the milestone and reads it from milestone.text, which is shore of the island, to excommunicate the late repentant in the earthly paradise, the Garden of Eden, the 4 stops. And depending on how far you travel, you get to each stop. Am I on the right place? Nope. Yeah. So here is where the information gets filled, and then it see outs depending on like which stop you're at. A switch statement for each different one. And then like the third one's you're almost there. The 4th one's the Garden of Eden, which is right before the last boss. Or sin. There's get sin, set sin, there's 7 different sins. It reads from sin.text. Pride, envy, wrath, sloth, greed, gluttony, lust. I think I forgot gluttony in the intro, but I have it right in the game. Then set sin. It puts all of it into all the sins. Yeah, it puts the sins into array and then outputs them depending on how far you travel, and then it gets this from the switch statement to get different sins. That's one. Well, then you go over hunting. We'll return over inventory. Yeah, hunting was my last one, which was the one I encountered problems with. But hunting probability, it sets each monster number, like you get a probability for each different monster, and then it gives you and here it sets it so you get the monster and you choose the weapons you want to use. You get the monsters. I'm going a little quick, I'm taking too much time. You run encounter, which is the monster hunting, and you sees what you encounter, and then it asks if you want to hunt them. And if you hunt them, you choose how many of each weapon you want to use, and then if you have a sufficient amount of weapons, you win. If not, the hunt's failed, and you move on next turn. If you defeat the monsters, you gain souls and opinion depending on which ones you beat. Okay, so let's go to the main one. This is the Lost in Limbo is my main. Tells you the game. Your first stop is a shop. This is how you win, or else you lose, you die. There's an OF reading output file text to get the cycles, distance, all that stuff. And misfortunes get ran. And then this is this is the poltergeist. In order to defeat the poltergeist, there's like 3 options. You can eat 5 souls, which gets you the less % to die, less % chance. You don't defeat the poltergeist, he makes you ill from the scream. The second option is you rest, which is the second best, and the third is you press on, which is you're most likely gonna die. And the int swarm for the swarm attack, the raider attack, and the shopping that I showed earlier. And then we have encountered. And these are the sin fights. And then the rest. So display this turn happen. Get soul, get opinion, like these are resulting from the other functions. And if you don't have enough souls at the end of the turn, you will die. And if not, If you don't die, you devour 2 souls. So let's run my game. It outputs all information. It tells you how much opinion you have. Let's say good things. Get 1 vial in case we have a storm. Let's get, so we use 20. We're gonna have 130 left. Let's use 50 for a silver sword. And then let's buy 2 bronze swords. Why not? And then if we try to buy anything else, we use all our money. So I'm gonna do like 2. And this is only 2 opinion, I believe. And wait. Yes, we're going tripping out. File plague, sword. I didn't buy a sword. I messed up my calculations, but we're good. Everything's working. You only get 19 more. So I buy 20 souls so I don't die, and then I try by 1 more soul. I will have 0 opinion. There we go. Leaf shop. We can press on. And it puts all our information, tells me what we have. And let's say we need a rest, because we need a rest for the body. Oh, we ran into a poltergeist. Let's eat 5 souls and see what happens. And we lose. Play the game again. Let's buy the same items. And then hopefully we can go further in the game. It's pretty hard. But it's not impossible. Press on. And it happens again. We live this time, but let's rest so we don't die at the boss. Oh my god, we're getting really unlucky. Okay, I'm probably gonna die. Press on and go to the boss. Oh my god, this is not our day. You can press on, I don't think we even have 5 souls, let's try. Oh, it worked, yay. And we encountered Pride, our first boss, yay. So we have 8. Ooh, did I get? I got in the right try, the first try, out of 10, but we died because we didn't have enough sins. And then what else do I want to show you? Let's show you hunting. So if we want to hunt, I need a shop. So let's sleep. So we can shop again. We're at the same distance. Oh, but I died because I couldn't eat any souls. Mistakes were made. Let's get 1 vial, 20 souls, 2 bronze swords, 1 silver sword. I'm sorry for the loudness in the background. My roommate's friends. We're hunting. And what happened? We didn't find any monsters. Let's go hunting again. Let's quit the shop and let's hunt. We found a Beelzebub, Goblin, Ogre. So I don't have enough weapons to hunt all these monsters, but we're gonna try. So let's say we don't buy any wooden daggers. If we didn't put anything, we won't have enough. 0. Let's use our 2 bronze swords, 1 silver sword. Don't have enough. 1 silver sword. And let's see what happens. Engage and combat. We killed 2 of them, but we lost the hunt. And I don't believe we get anything if we lose the hunt. Nope. Leaf shop. Let's hunt again. We didn't find any monsters. We're just not getting lucky. Let's hunt again. Unlucky, man. My day is not going well. Dang, 3 times in a row. I'm gonna go a little further in distance to see if that helps. We got monsters! We can't kill them. Nope, that's not an option. 1 dagger, 0, 2 bronze swords. We ran out of weapons! We lose. Unfortunately. But it's all good. Thank you for watching my video. I know it's way too long, but thank you.